The border between Victoria and regional New South Wales was supposed to be reopened at 6 o'clock, meaning many Victorians who've been stranded interstate for 11 days could apply for a permit as part of a new traffic light system to return home. But a last-minute hitch has delayed the online application process.
I'm very pleased to be able to say that regional New South Wales from 5:59pm tonight will become orange, so we'll move out of the red zone.
The new system is designed to end public confusion over state closures. A red zone will mean you can't enter Victoria without an exemption. The penalty is almost $5,000. An orange zone will enable you to enter Victoria after you've applied for a permit, but you must not have been to a red zone and you must get tested within 72 hours. And if you've been anywhere else designated a green zone, you still need to apply for a permit before travelling to Victoria.
My understanding is through Service Victoria is that it's a matter of minutes, so it's just a few minutes to get that permit issued.
Melbourne woman Elizabeth Hurley has been stuck in Lake Macquarie and has been stressed about when she could come home. She is now ready to fly.
I've booked that flight in anticipation that I can leave. We can't apply for a permit until 6 p.m, so I'm just hoping that everything's okay with the permit system.
While regional New South Wales has been updated to an orange zone and returned travellers from there have been freed from quarantine, Greater Sydney and Brisbane remain red zones, and health authorities are unable to say exactly when that will change, despite many other states and territories already reopening their borders to Brisbane.
Other jurisdictions will make their own determinations, but it's my view that it needs to be considered every day, and that we really need to see more negative tests in close contacts play out over the next day or so.
Police will stay at the border with the permit system set to remain in place until authorities are confident enough Australians have received a vaccine.
It is an extraordinary overreach to say that every single Victorian now needs the government's permission just to be able to come back home. Victorians don't live in a bubble. We are Australians as well as Victorians, and to say that every single Victorian now needs the government say-so before we can simply come home does smack of overreach.
The new traffic light system may not prevent a repeat of what happened over New Year's Eve when the border was slammed shut. The Premier says an area can still go from a green zone to a red zone if an outbreak occurs, and has warned Victorians' travel plans could be impacted at any time.
There's nothing that can be done to prevent that. If I get public health advice to lock out another part of the country from people from that part of the country travelling to Victoria, I will not hesitate to do that.
For the 5th day in a row, Victoria has recorded no locally acquired cases, but there was a scare at this childcare centre in Armidale in Melbourne's southeast after a child tested positive to the virus in Israel 2 days after being in the classroom. The Chief Health Officer believes it will end up being a negative result because of the type of test used, but the centre is closed for cleaning. Bridget Rollason, ABC News, Melbourne.